Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those reality shows is The Real Housewives of Potomac. But before I get into that, how do my teeth look? I just had them cleaned. I just got back from the dentist like maybe 10 minutes ago. So I love my dentist. Okay, I'm going to take this time to actually give a shout out to my dentist. So if any of you are ever in the Las Vegas area and you need dental work, I suggest you call New Image Dental and have Dr. Carol Ann Rowe help you. She's fantastic. And Karen, who works the front desk, is very sweet and amazing as well. She takes most insurances, and in like today in my case, I had actually overpaid last time, so I had a $0 copay today. You know, a lot of shady people would just be like, oh, you got to pay today, and they would just pocket the money. But she was like, no, you overpaid last time, so this is free today. Isn't that nice? And she takes most insurances, and as always, she'll do any service for cash as well. Not any service. She'll do any dental service for cash. So go ahead and check her out. Okay, so now let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, because it was a reunion, and girl, okay, I have got so much to say about this reunion, and it was only part one. Next week is part two. I think next week might be the last episode, but that's okay. It was more than they got last season. Last season, they just had a one-episode reunion. So this time, it was at least split into two parts, so that's good. So with this part, first of all, mad, huge, ridiculous fucking props go out to Charrisse. Charrisse, girl, let me tell you why you're getting my props today. Because you referenced Mutt and Jeff, and I guarantee you 90% of the people watching did not have a fucking clue who the hell Mutt and Jeff was, but I knew and I got it. So I get you, girl. I get it. Hilarious. Hilarious. I thought that was a scream. That was great. I loved it. Keep it up, girl. I love it. Now, what was surprising to me was how many people were coming for Robyn. Like, you know, you expect Giselle to take a lot of the heat, and, excuse me. You expect Giselle to take a lot of the heat, and you expect the Karen to take a lot of the heat, and Ashley to take a little bit, and even Monique to take a little bit, but you don't expect Robyn to take. They came for her. Apparently, it all has to do with some stuff that was said on Twitter and in blogs, and because it didn't really play out in the show that people were that upset with Robyn. But oh my God, Monique she was pissed. She was pissed. It was pretty funny though. I'm not gonna lie, it was hilarious. But here's Robyn's point. You know, and this is where I think a lot of the girls fall, is that, you know, they're friends with Robyn, and they don't think that her relationship with Juan is that healthy for her. But see, here's what you do. And take my advice for what it's worth, which I know is nothing. But what I would do is I would just take one time and say, look, this isn't healthy. I don't think he's right for you. I think you can do better. But this is the only time I'm going to say it. If you choose to stay with him, I'll support you. But just know I'm voicing my concern now because we are friends. And other than that, let it go. And then that's it. The problem was that, now granted, Ashley took most of the heat for this, but she's right in the respect that she wasn't the only one talking about Robyn's marriage. Okay? So all the ladies were all talking about Robyn's marriage. And that's kind of unfortunate. Well, actually, in a way it is, and in a way it isn't. In a way it's unfortunate because they kept talking about it to Robyn. They're like, girl, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, she was sick of hearing it. And she's like, why are you so concerned? I agree with her on that. Say your piece one time and then be done with it. It's not your life. It's her life. If she wants to fuck up and make a huge mistake, let her do that. You know, if you know, if she wants to go walk the streets and be a crack whore and do meth, you know, who cares, right? You've told her one time. She's a grown-up, though. If she wants to put her hands in the fire and burn them, and, you know, you can only tell someone one time. That's it. And then be done with it. Boom. Right? If she's going to stay with Juan, then Let her stay with one. Maybe they'll work it out. Maybe they won't, but that's on her. That is on her, right? So I'm feeling Robyn on that, but I'm also feeling the ladies in being in that difficult position, because if you said nothing, you wouldn't be a good friend at all. That's why I say you say something one time, and then once that's it, you're done. Period. The end of it. Right? Okay. Karen Huger, girl. Oh my goodness. She was okay. You know, this on a scale of 1 to 10, she was on 12. Like she was like she was like she was talking constantly, you know, and even Ashley was like, "Girl, you know, calm down, girl," you know, like. And God, first of all, you gotta love Andy Cohen. You gotta love Andy Cohen, because he knows just how to call a woman out on if they've had any work done. Because Charrisse dropped a bombshell. She said that, you know, Karen couldn't come to Charisse's or Giselle's party. No, it was Giselle that dropped the bombshell. Excuse me, it was Giselle. Giselle said that the reason why she couldn't come is because she was in New York getting work done on her face. Oh my God, that was, I was like, oh, clutch the pearls, right? Oh, hilarious. Okay, so Karen was talking all about her move and being the Grand Dame, and she's like, I'm going to be like Oprah. You can be a Grand Dame, and you can be a Grand Dame. You just can't be the Grand Dame of Potomac. And they were like, girl, you don't live in Potomac anymore, girl, bye. Bye. Really? So no one really cared what she had to say at that point. But Andy, so this is why I love Andy Cohen. Andy was like, your breasts do look smaller. Have you had a reduction? I'm not going to lie. I bet she has. Because one of the things that I noticed about Karen last season was her huge rack. I mean, they were ridiculous. I mean, like, huge. Like, I saw some girls dancing at Sapphire the other night that had boobs that big, actually. But they were, you know. And she was stick skinny. And she's like, I've been losing some weight. Okay, girl. She calls her boobs Tiff and Fifi. Well, listen, if Tiff and Fifi have gotten a little bit smaller in their age, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, I really don't, but okay. So she was a hot mess, and you know, she came for Charrisse, she especially came for Giselle, she came for Ashley, even though she said she likes Ashley. This is what she said, and this is so fucking shady. Oh my God, I was dying. She's like, you know, Ashley, even though you get on my nerves, you all right. That is hilarious. That is great. I would love it if someone would be to me like, you know what, you're a fucking bitch, but you're okay. Actually, you know what, some people do say, you know what, you're a faggot, but that's okay. I like you anyways. Whatever. It's fine. I know I said the F word, I'm sorry. But, you know, that I'm trying to illustrate my point. I thought that was shady as hell. Okay. Ashley was talking a little bit about her marriage, but we'll see more of that in episode 2 when all of the men come out. Although we did meet Giselle's new boyfriend, and I gotta give, okay, so this guy's name is Sherman, or is it Sherwin? I think it's Sherman. I don't remember. But Sherman was hilarious. He was just on, because he was off stage watching Giselle. He hasn't been on all season, because we don't know who he is. She met him afterwards. But she's dating him, and she's, because on the clips, she was like, I need a man with a big bank account, and, you know, and she made I can't do this because I'm holding my phone, but she made a big gesture for a big penis. And Andy asked him, so what did you think when Giselle said all of that stuff? And he said, bingo. Ah! Yes, bitch. Yes, queen. Get it. I loved it. I love that. Good for him. So he can hold his own. He probably won't be coming out when the men come out because he has nothing to talk about. He hasn't been on the fucking show yet, except today or yesterday. So, anyways, I do want to say, so next week will most likely be the last episode of Housewives of Potomac, and then we'll switch to the Housewives of Orange County because they start tonight. So we'll got to get into my OC girls. Okay, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can hashtag RHOP or Real Housewife shit to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Or you can hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk about the Bold and the Beautiful, because I'm doing that tomorrow. And you can also click on that little subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your inbox every single day. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.